ready to go ape?
There goes the planet.
Tonight we're pitting the biggest and smartest apes on the planet against each other. Does the gorilla have what it takes to beat down the competition? Or will the orangutan's smarts be enough to hand the gorilla the L? It's a battle of the apes, with gorilla versus orangutan! Our first fighter, hailing from the continent of Africa, is the mighty silverback gorilla!
Gorillas!
This contender gets his name from the gray strip of hair seen on the backs of older male gorillas. He's even taken a leopard or two in his day. This gorilla is the oldest and wisest of his troop. And in this corner, coming all the way from the wilds of Asia, putting Dr. Zaius to shame, it's the orangutan! The orangutan has quite the stage presence. He's covered with red hair and has extra long arms. The fatty tissues growing on the sides of his face are called flanges. Female orangutans use them to pick a mate. But they're not just into him for his looks. He's smart, too. The orangutan uses tools and creates weapons beyond using his fists and feet. Sound familiar? Yeah. They're the closest relative to us humans in the ape world, sharing 97% of our DNA. These two don't look pleased to see each other. When this calm, cool, and collected gorilla crosses paths with the orangutan, ape hits the fan. The gorilla gets aggressive, attempting to ward off the threat to his troop. The orangutan howls at the gorilla. It's so loud you'd be able to hear this threat a mile away. This is it, folks. Get ready for... Weighing in at 200 kilograms, the gorilla is more than double the orangutan's 90 kilograms. But don't discount the orangutan yet, as his arm span is 2.2 meters long. Yeah, that's 30% bigger than his height. The gorilla's arm span is 2.5 meters, so it's only 25% longer than his height. His lengthy arm span makes the orangutan a great climber, but utterly clumsy on the land, and he can only run up to 5 kilometers an hour. The gorilla uses his larger forearm muscles to catch up to the orangutan in no time. He's a high-speed knuckle walker with a crawling speed of a whopping 40 kilometers an hour. With his heavyweight status and unmatched speed, the gorilla takes round one. The orangutan may only have the intelligence of a human child, but he's got some crafty ingenuity to help him in this round of the fight. The orangutan surprises the gorilla by grabbing a branch and swatting his opponent. His grip strength is 4 times stronger than a human, so that swat is more of a pounding. Unlike other apes, the orangutan can use his environment to create tools to help him survive. He's even made gloves out of leaves for picking fruit, like some sort of simian MacGyver. Round 2 goes to the orangutan. The gorilla is stronger than 20 humans combined, and though the swatting him with a stick may catch him off guard, it's not enough to take him down. The gorilla may not be smart enough to fashion a bludgeon weapon out of a stick, but he's smart enough to find his opponent's weaknesses. Using his low center of gravity and thick muscular forearms, the gorilla knocks over the orangutan. He's down! The orangutan clumsily grasps for any tree branch to help him up. The gorilla opens his mouth wide, showing off his 5-centimeter long fangs, and bites down hard on the orangutan. The gorilla's jaws clasp with a bite force of nearly 9,000 kilopascals. The orangutan tries to bite back with his bite force of almost 7,000 kilopascals. But with the gorilla's unrelenting open palm punches, the orangutan can't get a lick in, let alone a bite. The orangutan is smart enough to tap out. He knows he's on the ropes, but he can't manage to climb up a tree to save his life. Looks like brawn beat out the brains in this fight. We have a winner, the champion of the battle and the strongest ape on the planet, the gorilla! Tonight on Versus, 2 heavy hitters rumble into the ring to settle their differences. We'll break down each fighter's physical stats, strength, plus offense and defense to decide which beast is best. Stand back! You don't want to get in the way of this one. It's Gorilla versus Grizzly! He's huge, he's hairy, he's stronger than 20 humans! Pound your chests for the silverback gorilla! Native to Africa, these mighty mammals stepped onto the scene about 7 million years ago and share a common ancestor with chimps and humans. Intelligent and protective, gorillas take care of their own in clans called troops, which range from 5 to 30 members. They follow a mostly veggie diet of stems, bamboo shoots, and fruits. Only humans and leopards can take down a silverback gorilla, but our second competitor is here to shake things up. Thundering into the ring, it's the North American grizzly bear! These ferocious, fuzzy beasts can be found across North America, Europe, and Asia. Grizzlies are seafood aficionados, especially when it comes to salmon. But they also hunt deer, elk, and tonight only, gorillas! When it comes to appetite, they are insatiable, eating up to 41 kilograms of food daily. That's the equivalent of 350 hamburgers! As burly as these bears are, their population is on a downward spiral. Less than 10% of grizzly cubs make it to adulthood. Will the gorilla be the one to wipe out the grizzly tonight? Let the games begin! Round 1! Physical stats. No sign of the grizzly yet. As the seconds tick by, the gorilla starts to feel sweat dripping from glands on his arms, palms, and feet. With a sense of smell 7 times the strength of a bloodhound's, the grizzly detects his foe immediately and runs into the ring. The unsuspecting 200-kilogram silverback stumbles, but he's not backing down. He roars and slaps his chest in warning, standing at 1.8 meters tall. It's getting heated. The grizzly rises to his hind legs, towering at 2.4 meters and tipping the scales at 408 kilograms. Size matters, folks. The grizzly wins this round. Round 2, strength. Wasting no time, the grizzly charges at the gorilla. With his hulking size and ability to hoist up to 725 kilograms, this bear is feeling confident. But his fierce opponent isn't backing down. The more agile silverback dodges, able to bolt away at up to 40 kilometers an hour. Using his upper body strength, which is 6 times that of a human's, the gorilla grabs hold of the grizzly's thick fur. The gorilla chomps down hard with a bite force of 8,963 kilopascals. That's gotta hurt. The silverback gorilla takes round 2. Round 3, offense and defense. It all comes down to stamina. The grizzly wrenches free and charges again. He tears at the gorilla's exposed spots with 10-centimeter claws, and he's just getting started. Grizzlies can defend themselves for hours, and they're not above taking down the occasional bison. This bear's armor of thick fur and bulky muscle doesn't hurt his chances either. The gorilla may have proven himself on the battlefield tonight, but he'll have to keep the same energy if he wants to win. The grizzly lunges again, and again, and again! I can't think of a more terrifying teddy bear. It looks like the gorilla can't take the heat. The grizzly bear is the champion!
They may never meet in the real world, but today, they meet here on Versus for an epic showdown. In one corner, we have the behemoth that dominates its territory with ferocity and tenacity, none other than the mighty brown bear. It can crack open the toughest skulls with a single swipe of its paw, and it's got the endurance to chase its prey for miles. But don't count the competition out just yet, because in the other corner, we've got a warrior of the wild. who embodies pure muscle and explosive power. The gorilla. Weighing in around 180 kilograms, the gorilla packs a punch that will make even the strongest opponent think twice. Will the brown bear's sheer size and endurance overpower the gorilla? Or will the gorilla's agility and intelligence outmaneuver the bear's brute force? There's only one way to find out. Stay tuned as we dive into the ultimate brawl. Brown bear versus gorilla. Round 1. In the red corner, we have the brown bear, a true heavyweight contender. Weighing in at an impressive 680 kilograms and standing nearly 3 meters tall on its hind legs, the brown bear's physical might is undeniable. With a bite force around 6,700 kilopascals, its jaws are designed to crush through bone quickly. Its claws, measuring up to 11 centimeters long, are sharp and powerful, capable of shredding flesh and digging into tough soil or tree bark to find prey. Add to that a top running speed of 55 kilometers per hour, and you've got a creature that's not just strong, but surprisingly quick for its size. Its thick fur and robust body make it well suited for harsh environments, allowing it to thrive in cold, rugged terrains. In the blue corner, we have the gorilla, a master of muscle and strategy. This creature may be lighter than its opponent, but don't let that fool you. Gorillas are built like tanks. Their muscular arms stretch up to 2.5 meters across, allowing them to deliver punches with nearly 1 ton of force. And with a bite force of approximately 8,900 kilopascals, the gorilla's jaws are more powerful than a lion's. Though gorillas are mostly herbivores, their physical power and social intelligence make them scary opponents. They can sprint at speeds of 40 kilometers per hour and are known for their incredible stamina and ability to traverse steep, mountainous regions and dense forests easily. Round 2. Time to go into the true power and intellect of these two incredible beasts. Let's start with the brown bear, a creature equipped with lethal natural weapons. The bear's most deadly tools are its claws and teeth. Each paw is armed with 5 curved claws. The brown bear's bite is another important weapon in its arsenal. The bear can easily crack through the skull of its prey or latch onto a limb, delivering a crushing blow that could end the fight in an instant. In a battle scenario, the bear's strategy is simple yet effective. Overpower its prey with sheer strength and endurance. But the gorilla has its own weapons and tactics. Though it lacks the claws and teeth of a predator, the gorilla's strength is its greatest asset. In a fight, the gorilla would use its powerful arms to grapple, strike, and control its opponent. Its grip strength is unmatched, allowing it to hold on to its adversary with a force that could crush bones. However, a gorilla's true advantage lies in its intelligence. As one of the most intelligent animals on the planet, the gorilla is capable of complex problem-solving and strategic thinking. The gorilla could use its environment to its benefit, setting traps or finding high ground to launch an attack. It might also outmaneuver the bear, using quick, calculated strikes, followed by retreats to wear down its opponent over time. Round 3. The tension builds as the two come across each other in a clearing of a humid and rainy jungle. Always cautious and intelligent, the gorilla is the first to make a move. It circles the bear, pounding its chest and letting out a roar, trying to intimidate its larger opponent. The brown bear is unfazed. Sensing that his intimidation tactic isn't working, the gorilla takes the initiative and charges forward, hoping to use its speed and agility to land the first blow. It closes the distance quickly and delivers a powerful punch to the bear's side, the impact reverberating through the air. The brown bear grunts but hardly flinches, its thick fur and massive muscle mass absorbing much of the impact. The bear's response is immediate and brutal. A gigantic swipe of its paws, claws extended, aimed directly at the gorilla. The force of the blow sends the gorilla stumbling back, momentarily stunned by the sheer power of the bear's attack. The brown bear wastes no time. It knows momentum is everything in a battle like this. With a roar that echoes through the arena, the bear charges at the gorilla. The gorilla, bleeding and winded, attempts to use its mighty arms to grapple the bear, hoping to land another punch or even force the bear into submission. But the bear is too strong and too heavy. Sensing that victory is within reach, the brown bear moves in for the kill. It pins the gorilla with one massive paw and opens its powerful jaws to deliver a final crushing bite. The bear's teeth sink into the gorilla's neck, and with a final mighty shake, the battle is over. The brown bear stands victorious, bloodied but unfazed. In the end, the bear's natural weapons, its claws and teeth, were decisive, overwhelming the gorilla's attempts to fight back. The battle is over, and the brown bear stands triumphant, a true symbol of nature's raw, unrelenting power. The bear's relentless attacks proved too much, reminding us all that in the wild, sometimes brute strength reigns supreme. But don't get too comfortable, because the excitement continues. Up next, we pit 3 of the world's biggest bears against each other in a battle royal style fight. It's the massive polar bear versus the terrifying grizzly bear versus the timid black bear. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss a single round of action here on Versus.